Alright, so I thought I would start with my one petite finish, and that is this one, framed and everything. This is Beacon at Daybreak, and I framed it with a custom mat that I made myself, which is why it is not straight, and I framed it myself too, so yeah, I really like this one, obviously because it's the one I finished. There are some French knots in the trellis here, and all over here where the flowers are. I love the flower pots. I really like the trees and the seagulls here and here. And if you can see, I matched the seagull up here. So yeah, this is my one finish, but I had so much fun I bought a lot more. So I have one whip, and that is this one. This is Ocean Friends by Dimensions Gold Petites, and it is these 3 dolphins and a turtle. I have finished the top third, but I still have a lot more to go here, and I've got my fish scales / dragon egg needle minder on that one, and that is my only work in progress. Now this one is my the first time I've used Krynic or blending filament in a Dimensions kit, and it worked out really well. So I really like the shimmer and the sparkle. So I just need to get back to this one. The only thing is that it's on like this dark navy fabric, so I have to figure out a way to stitch it without it getting, you know, while still being able to see the holes. But I've done a great job so far, so just need to keep going on this one really. Alright, so let's start with the kits that I have not yet started. So this is the first one. This is Gentle Touch on 18 count black Ada, and it is these 2 lovely horses by Wild Wings. And here is all of the fabric and threads. Because I buy a lot of my kits secondhand, they don't always have the packaging. Most of them do, actually, especially the petites, but they don't always. So I kind of like the way that this person has stored it. It's very space effective. The next one from the Gold Collection Petites is this violin ornament. This is stitched on 18 count ivory Ada, and it's this violin. It says Midnight Clear, and I got this because I actually used to play the violin, believe it or not. And here are the colours. These are deceiving because they are tiny. They're only 10 by 4.25, 4¼ inches square, or 10 centimetres square. But they are full coverage with lots of backstitch, so you can see how much fabric and thread, how much threads they take up for so little fabric. So, you know, it's not as easy as it looks at all. Then the next one is this Fanciful Butterfly, and this is in 2000, and it is a lot of white and pale purple stitching around this butterfly. And here are the threads and the fabric. And there is some blending filament in there too. I'm not going to say which ones I'm going to stitch next or which ones I love, because I love all of them and I wish I could stitch all of them straight away, so won't bother doing that. But yes, this one is very pretty. The next one we have is Splendour at Night. This is by James A. McGarr, and it is from 2001, the kit. It is 2 deer drinking in a stream near a chapel. They also have this as a stocking, I believe, so if you like this design but you wanted to do it a lot bigger, then they do have that available. And here is the fabric and the threads, lots of gorgeous purples, that splash of yellow and orange. Tasty. I really like this one. I really like all of them. I just said I wasn't going to say that. Then we have Holy Night by Richard Jesse Watson, again on 18 count. I think pretty much all of the petites are on 18 count, to be honest. So I'm not going to say that anymore. This is the Nativity, stitched on black fabric, with a very cheerful looking donkey. And here are the threads, lots more threads in this one than the previous. And this is from 2002. And keeping with the theme, these aren't actually in any thematical order, but this is Christmas Wishes. I think a lot of people have this one. And this is by Trisha Riley Matthews from 2015, and this is a little girl in a snow hat looking at a snow globe. This is actually stitched on white Aida, so all of this black background you stitch. And here are the threads. And so let me just explain the when there's a grey kind of area underneath the symbol here, that means there's an extra bundle. And then normally, if there's one, it means there's one strand coming out of the thread organizer. See, one for this colour. And if there's four, then there's 4 strands of that colour. Or 2 here for the yellow, there's 2 strands. But when there's more than about 6 or 8, they do this grey line and it's a separate bundle, just in case you were curious. I know a lot more about these petites than I should. But yes, in keeping with the theme of little girls in pink hats, we have A Girl at the Beach. This is from 2008, and it's just gorgeous. I think anyone who's seen my videos before knows that I love the ocean, and the 2 petites that I have worked on have both been ocean themed, so yeah, I adore this. I love the waves. I love the movement in her ribbon, and yeah, just love it. So this is from 2008, and it's by Laurie Snowhine, and I bet you there's lots of blues. You can't see. So again, a lot of the kits that I buy secondhand. I think all but one of the petites I have ever bought have been secondhand, which means sometimes they come open. That's okay, though, as long as the threads are there, right? All right, let's go in a different direction. This one is Feline Love. This is by Martha Edwards, and it's from 2006. And this one is damaged, not by me. And it's these 2 kittens, you know, fussing each other in front of a window of butterflies and lavender. And there are 3 thread organisers in this one. Can't even see the colours, maybe from this angle. Love that blue. If you want to see someone working on this, Pip Stitch is working on this. He's an older YouTuber, as in he stopped making videos a while ago, not that he's older age-wise. But on Instagram he does occasionally post updates on this one, so go and check him out. He's lovely. I don't know him personally. I like his videos though. Alright, so I'm just going to go and grab this one, because next up we have a companion piece for this one called Moonlit Cabin. And this is by Daryl Bush from 2005. I think a lot of people have seen this one. I love the colours in the sky, those northern lights. Absolutely gorgeous. And here are the colours of threads. Again with that pop of yellow and orange. It really does match very well with this one, right? Both very wintry themed, they're not Christmassy. Alright, then we have the final one of this first pile. This is Cabin View. It's by Daryl Bush. And this one is from 2016, and it is this gorgeous bicycle winter cabin feel with a dog and a canoe down there and some chairs. And again, 3 colour organisers, so that's a lot of colours. Alright, let me get the second pile for you. Pile number 2. So this first one is Bayside Cottage, another sea-themed one. Beautiful flowers there, and some yachts and some more seagulls. This is by the Intermarketing Group, licensed by them, I guess, and from 2014. Kate Beetle. It's by Kate Beetle. And here are the colours of threads. I'm moving it around because I can't see what you can see, and I know the lights can glare on this type of plastic. So I'm hoping that you're catching the non-glare as well. I apologise if that's not working out. But yeah, love the fresh, bright, vibrant colours of this Bayside Cottage. Then we have Chickadees in Spring. And it's a good job that I saw this, because I don't think this is in my spreadsheet. And I have almost bought this again, so good job we're doing this dash dive. This one is by Bradley Jackson from 2001. And again, just gorgeous purples, white flowers, and here are the colours on this gorgeous blue Aida. I think this is like blue-grey or steel blue or something. Let's have a look. Dove grey, of course, dove grey. My doves aren't grey, so I've always known white doves. But yes, gorgeous, gorgeous. Then we have a much smaller kit, Furry Friends. This is a kitten and a duckling. And this is from 2012. By Interlitho Designs. Now that duckling is definitely dead. If you've ever owned a kitten, you know. But I love the colours of its eyes, they're very green. And it's a very cute image. And supposedly they're furry friends. And the reason that I say this is a smaller design is not because it's physically smaller, but because a lot of the background is unstitched. So you only stitch really the shadows. Then we have Beguiling Tiger. This is from 2011. It is by Tracy Somerville. There's a lot of browns and oranges, which, if you're new to my channel, I count browns the same as I count oranges. I count them as like a darker orange. And I have a bit burnt myself out on stitching orange, so this isn't the next one that I will be stitching probably. But I love those eyes. He is very beguiling for a tiger. We actually have a zoo nearby to where we live that we go to, and the first time I heard a tiger roar, it was like lightning. There was this like primal fear and awe and not just fear but also admiration. There was literally, the word awe is sort of like originally like a terrible, fearful admiration. That's why it's often used in religious contexts. But anyway, that is how I felt when I heard this tiger roar. They were very cute. There was two of them play fighting. I say cute like they couldn't destroy me in seconds, but there you go. All right, this is Good Morning, another horse-themed one. And this is by Persis Clayton Weirs. I have another piece by them, and it's from 2011. Again, very orange, very brown, just gorgeous. So much stitching though. Everything here is stitched. And here are the colours, so many threads, just so many threads. But really, really gorgeous. I would love to stitch this. Then we have Napping Kitten. This is from 2008 and by Debbie Cook. And I believe that Floz from a couple of dabblers is stitching this currently. All those little bugses, bees and ladybug. Beautiful pink flowers, just shock of pink there. And yes, gorgeous. Alright, so then we have A Weekend in Paris. This is by Fabrique de Villeneuve, and it's from 2006. And it's of the Arc de Triomphe. Triumph. So we've actually used to go to Paris reasonably regularly when I was younger. Here are these beautiful reds and blacks. So much yellow, that's kind of a surprise. I think it's maybe in the shadowing here. Just gorgeous use of the background there. And then we have Wolf. This one is by Shane Dimmick and was produced in 2000, and I don't know for this one actually. I think it was relatively recently. I've seen this one stitched on Instagram, just phenomenal, and on Reddit actually. Lots of very pale colours that like force the eyes and the background to stand out. Yeah, this one's gorgeous. Wolves used to be my favourite animal for a long time. Okay, we're moving on to the third pile, so I'm just going to stop the video and restart it because I'm scared that it will run out of space or overheat, and I don't want to lose the whole video. These are the trials and tribulations of YouTubing. So, see you in a sec. Right, so the next one is Beautiful Bird, and it's this gorgeous peacock with blossoms. And this one is from 2000, and this is the American one. They have the threads there. You can't really see them. This one has been opened, but not by me. Just a gorgeous design there. They do this sort of like tea stain with stitching very often in their designs. So like a parchment colour. Then we have Merry Christmas Santa. This is from 2008 and is a design by Susan Wingett. What I really like about this one is that there's these bows tied on the presents that are done in bows. And these stars are gorgeous back stitching as well. Just a really like, I don't want to say cartoony, but like very, very defined image, you know? And here are the colours for that, very blues, very red. I'm really surprised. I don't know why, like when I look at this, I see so much red, right? And a little bit of blue. But when we look at the colours, there's only a couple reds here and lots of blue. All right, the next one is Ugly Duckling. This one is from, I don't know. It's by Lynn Jones. Oh, I think it's from 2009. And it's this frog amongst the ducklings. And I believe that Amy Loves Toads might be stitching this. Though this is a frog, not a toad. This is very full coverage. You do all of the grass, you do the water. So lots and lots of colours there to play around with. This one looks like a really fun stitch though. Because I think I prefer designs. I think I prefer, close-ups of a few different things. So you get like quite a big proportion of the design is like a cute duck or a cute frog. I'm not very keen on doing lots of background, which is probably why I'm drawn to these gold petites. All right, now we have the first ever gold petite I ever bought. It is Cozy Cub by Joseph Hortman from 2011, which is actually when I bought it, I think. I was very young. I didn't have a floss tube back then. I did have a YouTube channel though, and I bought this. I had a habit even then on eBay of looking at the closest to end auctions, and you often find some treasures there. There's a tip for you. And I found this. He just looked very cozy, doesn't he? But then, because I was so young and didn't have the experience of cross-stitching that I have now, I was incredibly intimidated and I didn't start it. But I think that's okay. So many different oranges and blacks, but just such a gorgeous, just the way that Dimensions have played with colour here to bring the focus onto this young cub. Absolutely gorgeous. Keeping with the cat theme, here is Charming. This is by Lucy Bilodeau, I think that's how you pronounce her name, from 2015. Just love those eyes, just love the like patterns, the way the sun is falling, just gorgeous. And I believe this has been charted now, maybe by Artisy. They pick up a lot of older Dimensions artists nowadays through licensing. So I think Artisy possibly have charted this one as a big full coverage, but I'm not sure. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. We're still on the cat theme. We have A Mother's Pride by Michael Fry. This is one of 2 lioness themed petites that I own. And that cub looks very, very pleased with himself. Here are all of the browns, yellows and oranges that you would need to stitch this kit. Then we have Enchanted Cottage, which is just gorgeous, by Barbara Mock from 1996. I adore this, but it is stitched on white fabric, so you stitch all of this black. And this is all cording around the edge, some couching, but just gorgeous. Gorgeous picture. Look at that fence. Look at the details. Yeah, so here is everything that you need. There's a lot of gold metallic apparently in this one. And that makes sense for the cording. Yeah, I really like all of them, again. And then finally for this pile we have Tiger Reflection by, oh sorry. Let me grab a drink of water. And then finally for this pile, we have Tiger Reflection by Howard Robinson. This is on Black Ada again, from 2003. I love this one. I think oranges and greens are like my favourite colours, just not my favourite colours to stitch with, especially greens actually. I like stitching with greens. I'm not sure I have a favourite colour, maybe blue. Anyway, that ramble aside, I like this. I love the way that he's used the half stitch for the reflection, or Dimensions have used the half stitch for the reflection. I know that there is a big on black tiger with the reflection in half stitch that I haven't stitched, but I do look forward to stitching that one day. Oh, sorry, I don't own it, but I do look forward to owning it one day. Possibly a more truthful. All right, then we have Elegant Geisha. This is also gorgeous stitched, a big challenge. Big challenge, but gorgeous. And this one has a post-it note from Stella. Let me just remove that. Here are all of the colours, lots of pinks and blues. I was actually planning on starting this year. Not sure that I will get around to it, but it was at one point in my plans. This is from 2003. I just adore the knots there and everything. A lot of work goes into that one. We have Hydrangea in Bloom by Catherine White, spelt the same way that I spell my name, from 2003. And this one has tiny gold beads in each of the flowers. And that was what drew me to this kit. Sometimes it's the oddest things that can like catch your attention, right? Like I love purple. I think this would be really fun to stitch as well. But it was the beads that made the decision for me. Then we have a Pondering Pup. This is on 18 count by Excess Brands, Barbara Banthian. And this was made in 2013. This is gorgeous black Labrador looking out this bright window, probably waiting to be walked. Here are all the colours. And we used to have a lot of dogs, my family, growing up. So then we have Lion and Cubs by Todd Trainer from 1998. This is the other lioness design I was talking about. Gorgeous, gorgeous kit. Now this one doesn't have the fabric, or I think it does have the original fabric, but then the seller provided separate fabric because this is started. And I actually got this for shipping, so £3 or something for this, because they didn't realise it was started until I'd bought it, and then refunded me on eBay, and they were going to throw this away, and I said, wait, I still want to buy it, stop. And they were very kind, and they included extra Ada, and they sent it to me, so yeah, I thought that was very lovely of them. And super cute, look at that laughing lion there. Then we have Portrait of a Lady. This one is by Sue Halstenberg from 1997 and is just gorgeous. This is done on beige fabric, so again all of this white is stitched, but actually here is not stitched. And that, leaving that area around her unstitched, should make her pop. This also has beads in her hat here along the roses and on her earring, and just gorgeous sort of like lacy effect on her shoulders. Sorry. I love playing with beads. And she looks like she will be a really nice companion piece to a lot of the bigger gold collections like Portrait of Elegance, A Summer Stroll, you know, all of those Victorian themed gold collection. Then we have Butterfly Triplex. This is from 2002 by Fabrice de Villeneuve. And just gorgeous. Lots of work, especially in this background here, but gorgeous. Here are other threads. A few golds in there to make the sparkle that we all like. Then we have Tuscan Welcome. This is by Scott Kennedy and from 2012 again. And you can write whatever name you like in there. So just a gorgeous green door. Lots of green stitching. to be in a certain kind of mood for that. Then we have Beautiful Bird again. So you just saw Beautiful Bird and you saw the USA version, and this one is the China version. This has also been opened. I opened this. Let me show you why. So I bought this new from a store in the UK. It was having a sale, and the threads inside, I noticed, are the same. So they have included 2 of the same thread card, you see? And half the threads are missing. So I contacted Dimensions or Simplicity, and I asked them to send the threads that are missing, the missing card. And that was 2 years ago, I think, maybe a year and a half ago, and it's still not here. So I don't know, that's why I bought the other kit, was because the threads still haven't arrived. And yeah, very disappointed actually. They obviously didn't put me off buying them, but do check when you buy your Dimensions cards that you have the right floss. Numbers. Let me just... There we go. And then for the last one in this pile, we have Seashell Treasures from 2006, designed again by Todd Trainer. I love this one, very sea. I don't think I'll be stitching it anytime soon. It's supposed to be super difficult. Lots of the same colours, confetti, they're gorgeous, just gorgeous. Why do they all say tea on them? Look, they all say tea on them. Did this one say tea on them? No. Why do they say tea on them? Odd. Very odd. Yeah. I love the way they framed it here with the pink matting too. Alright, let's stop filming, grab a drink, and move on to the next pile. We're not even halfway through yet. Alright, so the next one I'm going to show you is from 2000. It's by Martha Edwards, and it is this gorgeous snowman and all his forest friends called Snow Friend Ornament. And they include these top and tail curly fake metal bits, charms to put on, and also shimmer ribbon. A couple of these designs contain something called opal ribbon, which I've never worked with, but I believe again that Floors has with one of her gold collection. So I look forward to experiencing that. And the snowman is not actually stitched, and I think if I did this I would stitch the snowman with just some extra white, but yes, very cute. And this one again has been opened. Gorgeous sparkle in there though, on the ribbon. I'm actually going to check, I'm just going to leave you with this one while I check if it glares when I put it down. No, you seem to be able to see this one. Though to be fair, this one is just white, so that's not a very good test. Aha, okay, it does glare a little bit, but if I, okay, I will try and remember that. So this is Wildlife in White. It is from 2002. It's just these gorgeous white animals from the Arctic. And here are all of the colours. Lots of blues and purples. And this one's been roughed up a bit. I'm assuming someone opened it and decided they didn't want it anymore. Put it up on eBay. And we have Dreaming of Tuscany by Barbara Feliski. This is a gorgeous design of France with some wine and cheese and grapes and this gorgeous view. And don't you just want to be there right now? And here are all the colours, so many colours. Not sure what this is though. Is it a garlic bulb? Is it a red garlic bulb? Does anybody know? Maybe I need to look at the original artwork for that one. Then I have these 2 elegant bookmarks. These are actually on 14 count Aida. And they again contain these fake metal charms to put on the top of your bookmarks. You have enough to make both of them within the set. And there is not much thread. There's a lot of this orange, but not much else. So there's no excuse for me not stitching these. I should really do it. I'm pretty sure a lot of the orange goes into the cord as well, but I just haven't yet had the time. Then this is one of my personal favourites, Victorian Way. The amount of detail in this one, by Dun Gorman, from 1998. This is going to take a lot of stitching, but I don't know what it is about this one. It's just so gorgeous. The colours. We actually have coloured houses in Sweden. I'm not sure if that's normal in America, but here it's very normal to paint your house bright colours. So when we get our own house, we probably will be doing that. The newer, more modern buildings are just brick, and they're not as cool. Whenever we walk past bigger houses, I always imagine what it must have been like to live in so much space. Like nowadays, everyone just lives in like an apartment. But of course, if you were poor, you would be living in a room. So we've gone towards a more egalitarian society, which I think everyone would agree is a good thing. Then we have Heavenly Grace. This is by Esther Morrison Smith, and is from 1996. And if I'm being honest, I think of her as more of a Viking than an angel. So a Valkyrie. But yes, gorgeous. Got beads in this one too. Got gold metallic thread. Just a beautiful picture. Then we have Golden Puppy. That's my dog voice. Golden Puppy by John Wise, I don't know. From 2006. Again, a lot of browns and oranges there. But he's so cute. I'm not allowed a dog or a cat here, which is why I often want to stitch animals, but I rarely do. I mostly stitch sea. I'm very into the sea. Alright, then we've got Toy Shop, and it's Matching Cafe Shop, which go together very nicely in my opinion. And these are both by Jim Mitchell from 2018. Well, this one, Toy Shop, is from 2013, and this one is from 2018. They are really nice, Christmassy. And if you want to see them being stitched, I know that Stitching Dreamer is currently stitching one of these on 14 count, which worries me because I don't think she'll have enough threads, but it's her experiment. And then we have the companion piece for the geisha I showed you earlier, which is May. This is from 1998, and it is of a geisha admiring cherry blossom. And again, it's the same, very hard, very detailed work, but just gorgeous colours, and I'm sure the result will be spectacular. I clearly need to drink something, so I'm not even going to cut this out. You'll just have to admire Santa's secrets while I drink. Actually, I'm going to check if you're still recording. You are, thank goodness. So this is Santa's Secret by Patty Gay from 2007. And the wonderful Calico Whimsy, Christine, has stitched this. So if you want to see this finished, check in her older videos. Look how much gold there is. I believe she said that you use the gold to do the cording of his glasses, and that it's really tricky. So that's put me off a little bit, but just gorgeous kit. Running out of space. Then we have one of the rarest ones I've got in my collection. This is Pegasus and Colt by Gigi Santiago. This is stitched on 16 count Dove Grey Ada, and it contains that opal ribbon that I was telling you about earlier. This is from 1999. And here that opal ribbon is, and shines like anything. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. Just a beautiful piece of artwork there. Though, I love how the foal is all legs, because if you've seen a foal, they really are. They are all legs, and they don't quite understand why they are so leggy. Then, almost the diametric opposite, we have Monogram Elegance from 2004. And this is very simple monogram that you can make for yourself. I like it. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. But there are a lot of threads, just a mass of brown threads there. So we'll see. Then we have Geisha Beauty, very different style to May. Very different style to May there, but this is by Brian Jackins from 2006. And the changing colour of the sky, the leaves falling, the beauty of everything, just very captivating. You can see a few of the threads here at the bottom. Then we have Time Flies. This is by Susan Wingett and from 2007. Now, this one is also stitched on white. So all of this black is stitched, which you can actually see in the cover photo. You can see that there is some show through. Just all of those clocks make me laugh. This is the perfect design to have in a meeting. Just start tapping it when someone won't shut up. But again, we have T's on all of the threads. I wonder why. Who knows? Not me, that's for certain. Then we have Mother by Sandy Lynham Flower. And I'm probably going to change the text on this one. But I just love all the specialty stitches in the corner, and the china is just gorgeous. So yeah, keep this to one side because I want to show you why I want to change the colour, then the text. Then we have Quiet Night. This is by Fred Swan. And this is from 2015. And I believe Romantic Tangle might have stitched this one if you're looking to see it stitched. And I believe that because she moved one of the snowflakes so it wasn't about to fall on the fox's head. This is just a very nice, house and barn on a snowy winter's night with a beautiful little fox. I can't show you the threads because whoever owned it before me has left their hair in it. Ugh. And it's probably me. I don't think it actually was me, it's usually me though. Then we have Lace and Roses, another old beautiful picture. And this is from 2002 by Arlita Pech. And again, the colours are bunched at the bottom for you, but lots of greys and a few pinks and greens, as you expect. Then we have Rose Bouquet with another post-it note from the seller. And this one was by Lisa Audit from 2004. I don't see this one very often, but it doesn't go very high. So if you like this one, you're probably in luck if you see it. But yes, gorgeous piece. Love the wheat. And no threads for you, just a little glimpse of a gold thread there. All right. I can leave you recording for one more pile, probably. That's where my hubris will do me. And for some reason it'll stop recording. In case you're wondering, we are now over halfway. Quite a way it was over halfway. Alright, so let me sit down again. The next piece is another hydrangea, and this is Hydrangea Floral by Pamela Gladding. And lots of gorgeous purples and greens and browns, but a lot of greys as well. Then we have Christmas Stories. This is a gorgeous one by Tom Browning of Santa Reading a Little Girl a Book, I think it's a little girl, from 2006. And eBay sellers do this occasionally. They destroy price markers or sale markers because they don't want the previous sale to affect the price that it sells for. It has never, in my experience, mattered. But just so you know why they do it. Lots of gorgeous colours in this one. If you want to see this one being stitched, this is currently being stitched by Stitching at Becca, who is another Swedish stitcher. Loves dimensions, which is good because I don't want to be the only one. Although I would like to be the only one on eBay buying if everyone else wants to sell. But yeah, gorgeous piece. Then we have a patriotic angel. I am not patriotic because I'm not American. But I may one day stitch this anyway. It was shamefully cheap. Look how much gold there is in it though. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Then we have my second portrait of a lady. I got this as part of a bundle with another kit, which is why I have two of them. And we have another peacock. We have blue peacock. This is by Lisa Audit from 2015. And just gorgeous colours. So much blue. So much blue and green. And then there's bright pops of pink. Also, if you didn't know, if you've not stitched many dimensions, the cover usually chops off part of the design. So where it says peacock, it probably finishes spelling out peacock in the chart, so you probably do stitch that. But for some reason they always crop in a little bit, and I don't know why they do that. But anyway, they're all of that blue. Look, this is a bundle, so you can see it's probably this colour here with the grey underline, and this is the bundle. Alright, white peonies. Just a gorgeous picture, this one, by Sandy Gore Evans from 2007. Absolutely stunning. All those purples. The colour of the light is changing and I don't know why. It's gone all white all of a sudden. Sorry about that. Cliffside Beacon by T.C. Chu from 2005. Another lighthouse to go with my previous one. And when Calico did her Dimensions collection video, she said that this reminds her of Jaws. So now I'm never not going to think of that when I look at this one. But the lifeboat very vaguely reminds me of Scarborough, when my dad used to take me to go and look at the lifeboats there. There's a big Royal Lifeboat Association in Scarborough. We once got stuck on the brig at Scarborough, which is this long outstretch of rocks that you can climb on and look for rock pools in. And the tide came in and we had to properly book it to get out of there. I was about 14 with my dad and my best friend Amanda when we got stuck on that. Fun times. We didn't actually get stuck, we made it out, but it was a close call. Alright, this is Anna Krajewski, and it's these gorgeous, lovely teddy bears reading to each other. And the design is from 2017. All that blue in the background there. And all that blue in the bundles. Look at all of that thread you need. So cute. Alright, 2 more piles to go. I'm going to stop recording just in case. Grab another drink of water because I've got something stuck in my throat, and I will see you in a bit. Alright, so the next design is Friends of the Snowman by Martha Edwards from 2002. And just another gorgeous snowman and critters design. Fox peeking out here. I think there's some people coming to visit the snowman over here. Lovely little basket of apples for the birds. Then we have Santa's Feathered Friend. And if you want to see this one being stitched, Christine Calico Whimsy has also stitched this one. This is from 2009 and it's by Hazel Lincoln. Then we have Stacked Teacups. This one's by Susan Wingett again. And I actually bought a friend this to stitch with me. I bought them a regular collection and this one for after, and they insisted on starting on this one. Did about 5 stitches and gave up. So they haven't started the regular collection I bought them either. So I don't know that cross stitching is for them. But never mind. Then we have the second to last lighthouse. This is Scenic Lighthouse by Red Farm Studio. And Luda of Luda's cross stitch has stitched this. I think everyone knows Luda. but I'm amazed that I don't know her channel name. Then we have A Winter Scene by Daniel Gorman. And this is stitched on white Aida, so it's another one of those where you stitch the border and then cord it. And there's a lot of blending filament in here to make the snow sparkle. But I don't think that this one would actually take that long. It might be a bit boring, but it wouldn't take that long because of all that blue stitching. But just some kids going sledding with their parents down the hill. Just cute. Then we have Twilight Angel by James Hemsworth. And I believe that Floz has finished this one. Gorgeous, what are they called? Sequins in star shapes. And this one is on 16 count as well. There's moon charm, star sequins, beads, gold. Just gorgeous. Should really stitch this one sometime soon. Okay, that wasn't the second to last lighthouse. This is the second to last lighthouse. This is Beacon at Rocky Point. And this one is also available on Artisy nowadays, I believe. It's got this cute little seagull, basket of flowers, another hanging basket of flowers up there, gorgeous sky, lots and lots and lots and lots of threads. Then we have Treasured Friend Teapot by Sandy Lynham Clough. And this is another tea and lace themed cross stitch. This one was made in China. It doesn't have that many threads by the looks of it, so but you know that's the dangerous thing about Dimensions. You say that and then you're there like 20 weeks later, still stitching. All right. Then we have Midnight Snowman, another snowman with critters stitch. Lovely, lovely and gorgeous. This one also has a blending filament, a whole spool. So back in the olden days, when they needed to give you more than a couple strands, they gave you an entire spool. And it's the same with my ocean friends. I have a whole spool in there. Then we have A New Day. This has opal ribbon as well. And this was by Todd Trainer. And it says, each dawn a new day, each day a new beginning. I think is very appropriate. And the threads are hidden. They are from China though, and I can maybe just squeeze you in there. Then I have Ornate Butterfly by Punch Studio from 2009. And I think everyone has seen Luda stitch this. Just gorgeous. So that was why I bought it. Sorry, trying desperately to clear my throat here. Let me see. I've lost a lighthouse. Interesting. Okay, well anyway. Here's Garden Lady. Some beautiful flowers on her hat. The only thing is her lips look a little bit dead, so I might have to add some pink in there. But these are all the colours there. Then we have Noble Warrior. And this one was from 1999. And there are the colours. We're nearly done, guys. 3 more kits to show you, and then some that have gone missing somewhere. This is Southwest Blend. This is from 1997. I've never been to the Southwest. I don't actually know where the Southwest is. Obviously it's the South and the West, but... And I just really liked the long stitch amongst the cross stitching. I thought it looked really good. So we'll see if I ever stitch this, because if I ever go to America, maybe I'll stitch it then. Then we have Fantastic Creatures by Carl Bang. This is also on 16 count. There is a bigger picture of this with an earth angel in the middle. As a gold collection. That one is very expensive on eBay. You would have to be very lucky to win that one, I think. And then finally we have Voyage at Sea by Todd Trainer again. I like the way that they've done with the rope, where it piles up and knots and things. And I thought I had the matching lighthouse, but I can't seem to find it, so maybe I don't. 1 second, sorry. I've got a bit of frog in the throat, I think. All right, and then let me show you why I want to change mother. So I kind of want to do all 3 of these and have it say welcome, like this, welcome, treasured friend, and then this, and have it as a triptych in the hallway when you come into the house. These 2 are by Sandy Lynam Clough, and this one is by Arletta Peach, but I think they look very nice together, so we'll see. If I ever get around to stitching any of them, that is, of course. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed watching my collection of treasures, and that I've maybe inspired you to find your own unicorn piece. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favourite, which one you want to see me stitch next. And I hope to see you again in another video sometime soon. Alright, bye guys. Bye.